Hi, I'm Dr. Brenda Slovin from yourmigrainedoctor.com. I'm a migraine doctor specializing in non-drug treatment for headache and migraine. If we haven't already connected on Facebook, I suggest we do. Go to facebook.com/yourmigrainedoctor to become a raging fan and get all the latest non-drug information regarding headaches and migraines. I also suggest that you head over to yourmigrainedoctor.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter. At that time, you'll have a chance to get my free report entitled, What If It Never Goes Away? Today, I wanted to talk to you about how to protect yourself from damaging your neck in a car accident. Neck pain and headaches, they're almost synonymous. When you see one, you have a tendency to see the other. It's really easy to worsen your headache and migraine symptoms after a crash. So today, I thought I'd teach you a few tips and tricks, things to do, how to set yourself up in a car so that you are less likely to get hurt in the future. For years, insurance adjusters have claimed that the damage sustained by the car is really equivalent to the damage sustained by you. No, this couldn't be more wrong. Not too long ago, I heard a story of a young couple that just got married, and this exemplifies the point. On the way to the airport for their honeymoon, they got into a car accident. The husband killed immediately. The wife didn't have a scratch on her. They were in the same car. So how's that possible? Well, simply it just goes to show you that the damage to the car is absolutely not equivalent to the damage endured by the person. One thing has zero to do with the other. Absolutely zero. Studies will show you that whiplash-related injuries such as headache, neck pain, numbness, tingling down into the arms and hands can happen at speeds as slow as 2.5 miles an hour. So basically, you can walk yourself into a wall when not paying attention and suffer a whiplash injury. You don't actually have to be in a car. Why do you think they sell Excedrin at amusement parks? Whiplash is everywhere, but it's almost impossible to determine on x-ray. So why is that the case? Well, because you injure soft tissue in a whiplash injury. So why is soft tissue so vulnerable? Well, soft tissue is tendons, muscles, ligaments, and during a slip and fall or a crash, these tissues get pulled and stretched beyond their normal limits, causing rips and tears, ultimately causing very significant pain. Ligaments, for example, they heal with scar tissue. So without proper management, the ligaments become weaker, less elastic, and they're more susceptible to more pain, more injury. Women, we're super duper lucky. We have thinner, more flexible neck muscles, so we are at even greater risk of long-term debilitating pain following a collision. Recent studies show that 80% of women who suffer neck muscle injuries continue to experience whiplash related symptoms even 15 years later. And when pain in the neck goes longer than a 3-month period, while the majority of sufferers actually develop anxiety and depression in addition to their now chronic pain. So, how do you prevent a whiplash? It's not that hard to set yourself up for the best possible scenarios. So today I want to discuss with you 3 ways to help prevent a whiplash and their resultant serious side effects. First, men, women, kids, I don't care who you are, but if you want to survive a car accident, seatbelts make the difference. They will save your life over 50% of the time. Always wear your seatbelt. That goes without question. I don't care how tall you are, how fat you are, how pregnant you are, or if your father has a comb over. You need to wear your seatbelt. End of story. Done. Second, set up your seat that when you sit, that headrest sits 1 to 2 inches above the top of your head. This will help prevent your head from ramping up or extending up over the top of the headrest if you're hit from behind. That rest is not just a convenient place to put your head. That rest is really a restraint for your head when used properly. That's why many car companies now angle their head restraints to bring your chin a bit forward. So the headrest pushes you forward a little bit. Your head isn't likely to cause major damage. Your neck isn't likely to suffer major damage when your chin is pointed down. Third, many of us think that if we are loose and, just loose as can be during a car accident, that we will just go with the flow and we won't suffer any whiplash injury whatsoever. False. The amount of whiplash you suffer is a direct result of how much momentum that you uptake. So if your car doesn't bend or dent during a collision, all that force now gets absorbed into you. That's why damage to the car does not equal damage to the person. If you stiffen up, if you tuck your chin down a little bit, if you keep your hands on the steering wheel, not gripping, but securely holding the steering wheel, your contracted muscles can help greatly reduce the risk of future injury. So keep your seatbelt fastened, set your head restraint properly in every car that you're in, okay? Make sure that you stiffen up if you suspect that you might be in a crash. I hope that you have found these tips in this video very helpful. If you have, tag a friend, share the video. There's lots of info in here that could quite possibly save somebody some very serious long-term whiplash related symptoms. Have you been in a car accident? Have you been able to avoid whiplash? What did you do? Let me know in that box below. I'm always happy to hear from you. If you have any questions, please email me at drslovin@yourmigrainedoctor.com. Maybe I can answer your question in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.